Alrighty, let me pull up my YouTube here, make sure we're doing good. Make sure that T-Mobile home internet is holding up. Let me see how we're doing here. Oh, yes, we are good. We're good. Good. Why is my AirPods not connected? Oh, because my Bluetooth is off. Yep, that would help. Oh, yeah, now. Oh, yeah, now I got audio coming through here. Okay. Keep that one low so I can make sure we have audio. Phone setup here. All right, let us go ahead and start with this live stream. Unexpected. Actually, let me try something here. I want to turn up the microphone a little. Let me see. All right, let's see how that's doing. Let me see if that's louder. Okay, you know what? I like that. That's good. We'll keep it at the volume. All right, so a couple things I want to talk about. Might change the title of this because let's see, what all do I want to talk about? I want to talk about leaving Spectrum. Let me see if I can show you guys that, and then I want to talk about let's see. I also want to talk about switching over to T-Mobile home internet. We'll talk about me going over to Visible, and yeah, I think that's what we'll do. If we have time, we'll get to some other things. So let me try to get a couple tabs open here so you can get a little bit of a visual here. And turn it up a little because I want to make sure I'm not lagging. Because I'm currently on the T-Mobile home internet streaming. So if it's not working, I definitely want to know. It doesn't appear Visible's website's working. At least Visible's. Why is it not letting me sign in? It just shows a blank screen. What if I try? Let's see. Visible.com. I cannot sign into Visible for some reason. Let me try on. See, that's weird. Why does it work on that's weird. It's not working on Chrome, but it's working on Microsoft Edge. Oh well. Alright, so let me go ahead and get started. So let me see. I want to make sure I'm not showing anything sensitive here. Which it doesn't seem that I am. Okay. Let me go share screen. Hello, Ohio Real Fan. How you doing tonight? Alright, share screen. Where am I at? Okay, here we are. There we go. So hopefully I'm not showing anything sensitive here. So here's a confirmation email that on January 11th of this month, I am getting rid of Spectrum. Hey man, I'm not too bad, I'm just happy it's the weekend. Trying not to complain 'cause I only had to work 4 days this week, but hey, I'm just happy it's the weekend. Anyway, so I don't want to scroll down because I'll give away too much information, but here's my confirmation email that I am getting rid of Spectrum. I called up. They're going to get rid of my home internet, through cable, and I have already got rid of the mobile service. I've ported out my line and my girlfriend's line to Visible, and then my other line I ported to Mint Mobile, which I think is canceling soon, actually. So I don't know if I want to keep that or not. But you right now are watching on the T-Mobile home internet. If I go down to Wi-Fi here at the bottom right hand my screen, you can see it says I'm hooked up to T-Mobile dash, whatever that is. I can't really read it from my screen, but I am using. Well, technically, it's the Metro by T-Mobile home internet. It's not actually through T-Mobile, and let me see if I can show that because I'll have to get a confirmation code sent. But I think it shows your phone number when you log in. Anyway, it's fine. During the day, it gets a little bit iffy. I'm not gonna lie. Things don't want to load sometimes. So it's. I don't know if I'm. I mean, I'm kind of already committed to it because I already put in to be canceled. Spectrum. See, when I Caesar, let me highlight your comment. See, when I went and it canceled, I had this guy. I think he was out of Texas. He's a really cool dude. He tried heckling me some to keep the service, but eventually, I was only on the call maybe 15 minutes. He had it set up to be canceled, and apparently, he actually did put it in because they're having, they sent me the email. So, I mean, I've definitely had rude reps on the phone because one time I had a Samsung Galaxy Note 20 and I was trying to see if it would get unlocked, and this rep was acting like I was stupid and like, oh, it should already be unlocked. And I kept trying to explain, you put in another SIM and it won't get unlocked. And I just gave up, hung up on him. I ended up trading that phone anyway, but no, I totally understand. That's really the only 2 times I've had to call Spectrum in the last 6 months. Let me highlight this comment. I'm having no problems 24 hours a day, T-Mobile home internet. So, Vegas Raiders, if you don't mind me asking, do you live in Vegas or do you live somewhere else? Because personally, T-Mobile around me, if you haven't seen my latest video, it's very mixed results. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not, and it can change by the minute, honestly. So let me go ahead and highlight that comment. Sorry, I had to get a sip of my chocolate milk. North San Diego County. All right. I mean, I haven't really heard many people that's had T-Mobile San Diego, but I mean, I can tell you, I have a T-Mobile postpaid line and I have a Metro line. I can tell you that that home internet line always gets priority, and I've seen no packet loss on it. Sometimes things don't load, so I think there might be some packet loss, maybe some connection issues, but for the most part, it's pretty good. AT&T add fiber in my area. I'm switching. Yeah, I would too. I don't think where I'm at, they really have any intentions of putting fiber around me. It's like they put it in every city around me, but where I'm at. So, I mean, I get it. If I have fiber, I'd switch too. I'd pay $200 a month for good fiber, honestly. But I don't get fiber. I get cable, DSL, which I don't even know why it exists. I thought AT&T was shutting it all off, and I only get T-Mobile home internet. They don't have Verizon home internet. Now get this, they have Verizon home internet in my area. I live relatively close to a small cell, not that far from macro. Can't get Verizon home internet where I'm at. Unbelievable. But they sell it right up at Walmart. Walmart's only like maybe I could walk to Walmart in 10 minutes. And I can't get the home internet. What kind of sense does that make? Let me read some of these comments. Okay, so Vegas Raiders, let me highlight your comment real quick. I do have it close to a window that's kind of facing the tower. It's about the closest I can get to facing the tower near a window. Which, where it's at, I get about... Well, hell, let's just run a speed test. Let me switch comments to Verizon. I haven't used Verizon service in San Diego. Don't. Service or not. Where is I'm lost. All right, so I got 16 ping. Vegas Raiders, hold that thought because I'm going to get to visible here in a minute. Because I have a thing or two to say about visible since I've switched to them. But look, this is the home internet. Streaming, by the way. You guys see I'm streaming right now. And I don't seem to be lagging. 16 ping, 82.49 down, and almost 11 on the up. I mean, granted, it's 9 o'clock at night, but that's pretty good if you ask me. It's not always like that, you know. Usually it's hanging around 20 to 30 and like 5 up, but can't do it with Spectrum. All Spectrum is nothing but 500 down at the middle of the night. During the day, 80, well, like 30 to 80 down and like 510 up. How's your face? Okay, that is a okay. All right, we'll switch to visible now. Let me log in real quick. Well, if I could log in with the right account. Why doesn't it have my password saved? Okay, let me log in real quick. I have a thing or two to say about visible. Dang, what is my password? I'm gonna have to look it up. I don't know my own password. I have to get it off my iPhone. It's not it. What? Well, how the heck do I log in then if it don't save my password? This don't make no sense. I I think I know what it is. Okay. Try. Okay. Alright, now it's going to ask me if I'm a human. Alright, let's go send me an SMS code. Okay, let me tell you guys about Visible here. Alright, let me pull up my... Actually, don't pull up my screen yet. I want to make sure. Visible's taking forever to load. Yeah, I had a feeling it was going to show all this. Okay. Not trying to dox myself. Yeah, okay. I can't show my account, or else I'm gonna show personal information. Okay, so Visible's fine if you're on the Visible Plus plan, at least around here. Because let me tell you the problem with the regular Visible plan. Well, let me tell you how the two differ. All right, so when I'm on the Visible Plus plan, okay, speeds are fine, great speeds. You know, Verizon's pretty decent just overall around me. I don't really have problems with Verizon, except when you're on deprioritize. Because when you're on deprioritize, it's okay to an extent with Visible and like Verizon prepaid. The main reason I left Spectrum Mobile was because of that garbage. When you're not on Spectrum, or I mean, Verizon ultra wideband, you get limited to 1 megabit per second. It's absolute trash, because even sometimes when you're on UW and you go over the, actually I think they raised it to 30 gigs before you get slowed down. Even when you're on ultra wideband, you're supposed to have unlimited premium data. They still cap you at 1 megabit per second. I know that because I've run speed tests that still cap me at that speed, and I can't load 480p video. This is with Spectrum Mobile. Ever since I've switched to Visible, mainly Visible Plus, well, and the Visible base plan too, because when I first started, I had the Visible base plan, the cheaper plan, and then I switched to Visible Plus. I don't have those problems as much. Very little. I mean, to be fair, I work in a warehouse. There's a lot of racking, big concrete walls that block signal. But here's the thing, the tower is a few hundred feet outside the building. So I think it should work flawlessly in there. Of course, there's quite a few businesses around, and I'm sure there's quite a few business or Verizon business customers in there. So yeah, I like Visible, and I have perfectly fine experience on Visible. It's better than Spectrum Mobile, and that's all I needed, to be honest. Here's my problem. They have released offer after offer after offer for new customers. I've got nothing in the way of offers. Now, I understand you're trying to get new customers to join Visible, and that's fine. But wouldn't you want to throw a bone to your current customers to retain them so that they don't switch? Because they've had the 35 for life promo where you get the Visible Plus plan for $35 for as long as you own the account. Now they have this new deal where you get Visible Plus $35 a month or the Visible Base plan for $20 a month for 24 months. Still a good deal. They had at the end of last year, because my girlfriend signed up for it when we switched her off Spectrum Mobile, where she got $35 for 6 months. I have got no deals because I signed up the day the iPhone 15 Pro released, the 15 series in general, because that's when it was available and visible. So I had gotten the device and gotten on the base plan at the time. And they had no deals, no trade-in deals. They were running a trade-in deal recently. I don't know if they are now. And they had no deals for the plans. Like everybody else who is signing up between since the iPhone came out and now are getting all these deals. Why can't current customers even get a $5 discount for 12 months or 24 months or 6 months? I like saving money. I don't know who don't. I'm just saying that's my only gripe with Visible. That, and I don't like talking on the phone to customer service, but sometimes I want to, and I don't always want to chat because there's two types of people on chat. There's people who totally understand, and there's people who don't know their ass from a hole in the ground, honestly. And it seems like I get one and one. So I haven't had too many issues where I needed to contact customer service, but one understands what I'm asking, and the other one is in La La Land. And I mean, I like that they also use a firm to finance your phones because actually I'm logged in. Let me open a private window so it's not showing my account. I like that they finance through a firm because I have a firm and they give me a very gracious limit of $3,000 plus with Visible. And even after buying the iPhone 15 Pro and 256, I still get $2,000 if I wanted to finance another phone. Not that I really wanted to, but if I wanted to buy my girlfriend a new phone or something, I definitely could. And they have an okay phone selection. I'll tell you another gripe. Let me look at some comments real quick, and then I will tell you another gripe about Visible. I have Verizon Fiber switch from Comcast. I regret it. Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name, but yeah, I hear Comcast is pretty awful. And I haven't heard many people complain about Verizon Fios. Second best plan on Verizon. I have great speed on it. 77. Ohio Rail fan, do you have? Because I know you've been with Verizon for a while. Because you had the S22 Ultra. If you don't have it still, so I'm assuming you're on the old plans. Were you on Play More or Get More? Because wasn't Do More the highest plan? I think that's how it used to be. Or I guess you could switch to one of the new plans. I have 2 Verizon accounts. Well, what is your personal number that you use to contact everybody? Like, what plan is that one on? Is basically what I'm asking. Or what you speed test with, whatever. Let me go and tell you my last gripe with Visible. It's a niche one, but I'm going to tell you gripe. They have been getting rid of phone options in a couple ways. They have a few less, and I'm going to show you here in a minute what I mean, than what they used to have. And especially when it comes to Android phones. The only color they have is black, and they have one storage option. Example, Pixel 8. They have it in the black color. Not that there's anything wrong with the black colored Pixel 8. I personally prefer that kind of greenish color. I mean, I really like the blue 8 Pro, but you can only get the black Pixel 8 on Visible. If I go to the Pixel 8 Pro and want to get that like bay blue color, whatever it's called, great color, can't. All they have is Obsidian. Let's say I wanted to get the S23 Ultra. Maybe I want the like purplish color they have. Let me close some of these tabs. That's probably why it's taking forever to load. All right, let me try again. Guess what? Phantom Black. There are other colors, and they only give you 2 storage options. The S23 Ultra comes in 1 terabyte. Why can't I get that option? Why can't I get different color options? They don't have that problem with an iPhone. Like if I went to the 14 Pro here, they got purple, gold, silver, black, all that good stuff. If I go to the 14 plus here, they got yellow, purple, blue, white, red, all that. If I go to the 15 Pro, they got natural, blue, black, and white. So why don't they have different color options for Android phones? That's my gripe with Visible. The S22 Ultra. Yeah, I bought for myself. Oh, the S22. So, Ohio Rail fan, you're saying. So you're saying the iPhone has the iPhone Verizon plan? Because if so, you might be the only person that I've ever known that's got that plan. You bring up a good point. I'm a high rail fan. Cricket is good. I will give them that. I need to get me a new AT&T line because I really don't have any way to test them besides Boost Infinite. Ooh, let me talk about Boost Infinite here in a second. That is going to be a good topic. That's really it. Ever since I canceled my AT&T account. Hey, B-Bear, if Spectrum's good for you, I don't have a problem with that. I'm just telling you. I mean, sometimes my T-Mobile home internet can't load stuff. It's for a brief few seconds. It's fine. The Spectrum home internet, no way. It would be out for hours. Tried resetting and everything, didn't happen. Maybe it could be the hardware because I did have the router, the modem replaced once. I can't remember which, but they increased my price last year. My price is going to increase again this year if I kept it until September. So, no thanks. They also signed me up for Spectrum TV, which I never asked for. Thank you. I was guaranteed a trial, and I'm still paying for it. Ohio Real Fan, I want to highlight your comment. Go back to Chrome. So, are you on a family plan then? Because that's the only way I could understand you'd pay $33 for Cricket. On their new router, it's good, but I don't know. B Bear. So I had I think this was the end of 2021 or early 2022. I had to get, I think it was the modem replaced because they had an issue with like 2 or 3 of them, different models, and mine was one of them. Like, it just wouldn't get internet at all for like days. So they had to come out, give me a new one. Didn't cost me anything. But he said that they were waiting on a software update that the manufacturer wasn't sending, so they just gave me a new, I think it was a modem. All right, let me see. Where am I at? No, oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Do you have the highest plan on Cricket? Because it's like $60, I think. Actually, we can pull that up. All right. Bobby. Let me highlight Bobby's comment. I didn't mean to open Steam. Now that you guys can't see my Steam, but I just didn't mean to open it. I'll give it a minute to open and then I'll close it out. Hopefully that don't kill my stream. Of course, advertisement. Excuse me. Could get to Bobby's comment. All right, let's see. My own perspective. Bobby, that's a good point. When I originally got Spectrum in 2019, I was going to use my own modem, but I bought one. I did buy one. Didn't work. So I used theirs. It didn't work either. Let me tell you guys a story. If you get Spectrum, make sure they go out to the pole and do whatever they need to do with the taps or whatever so that you can get service. Because I ordered it online. The modem and router came in. They never sent a tech to the pole to do whatever they needed in the box up there to get it going at my house. I guarantee they'll do the same thing when they cut it off. They won't turn it off out at the pole up on that little box that hangs on the wire. I'm gonna have to call up, and I already see it coming a mile away. Okay, you do have the highest plan. It's a good plan though, and you get HBO with it. I dig it. Unix. You know, I did see about that, Gene, and that's good. I would hope a lot of I hope a lot of companies would follow that. No sound. There's no sound. Yeah, my sound's working too because I got AirPod in listening to me. Connects to it. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to highlight. I want to highlight this one. Yeah, that's good. They should have backup for cable internet that connects to terrestrial, cell towers. I totally think that every company should do that, or however they do it. Just cancel my US mobile service. Caesar, why did you cancel US mobile? I'm actually curious because everybody touts how good US mobile is. I don't think they're that great compared to like Visible or somebody. Okay, let's go. Let's talk about T-Mobile home internet. I don't think I could show my Metro account without giving away too much information. Let me go back here. Let me hide my screen for a minute. I'll log in. But it's going to be just like Visible. I can already see it. It's going to display my phone numbers. And I don't want to show that. Okay, let me go back to here. Not that. I had AT&T. Now Spectrum wants to give me a free line. For 12 months, they want to give you a free line, Bobby? I assume. Which is... See, what I would do, Bobby, if I was you, I would get Spectrum Mobile, get a new number, keep your AT&T line. If you like your Spectrum line, then move over your AT&T number to Spectrum. Caesar, let me tell you. Give me a minute. Let me tell you a story about US Mobile. Let me find my iPhone 14 Pro. I need to put in a confirmation code. Let me highlight that comment. Yeah, that's what I was paying, was $29.99. They give you 30 gigs now on LTE and nationwide 5G high speed. Used to be 20. They bumped it up to 30. I think they added roaming too. My US. Did you get the refund though, Caesar? Because lost my train of thought. I forget what I was saying. But I do want to know, did you get the refund? See, I tried for a month and kept two services. Oh, I thought you were saying that you wait. So the process refund today. Okay. Let me get to Bobby's comment. I want to tell you something, Caesar, about US Mobile. What was I going to say to Bobby? So wait, you ported over your AT&T number. So you have a line. Do you pay for the one line and they're offering you a second line for free? Or are they offering the line, your AT&T number that you ported over, to be free for 12 months? Because when I got Spectrum Mobile in 2020, and they gave me, I paid $30 a month for the line, and I was financing a 12 Pro Max at the time. And then I added my girlfriend's line in 2021. And then in 2022, they had a deal where if you had two lines, you could get the third line for free. Because that was still when they were charging $45 a line. But now since they're charging $30 a line, 3 lines is $90, and I was paying $90 for 2 when I first got Spectrum Mobile. Of course, I don't have Spectrum Mobile anymore. All them lines are ported out. I see. Well, I mean, if Spectrum and Verizon works better at your house, yeah, I would definitely go for them. I mean, Verizon's okay at my house. I get usually 100 down, 5 up. Nothing really lags in any way. Request. Bobby, let me tell you about pouring out my AT&T number after I tell Caesar about US Mobile. I had US Mobile in, I don't anymore. But one time I got US Mobile. I deactivated it and then I reactivated it like 2 or 3 months later. They charged me twice within minutes for whatever plan I was on. So I had to contact them and get it refunded. Luckily, I chatted with some, I don't know, some rep, and they were nice. They saw the problem. I got refunded, I think within like a day or two. So yeah, that kind of left me a little bit salty, and why I don't use US Mobile anymore. And also, US Mobile is only good if you're on the Verizon network. If you're on the T-Mobile network, there's no point. You might as well just go get Metro at that price. Because my Metro line, I got the $25 when you bring your number. Truly unlimited data. Ain't got no problem with it. I don't even know people who use US Mobile, to be honest. If I never watched people like Stetson, I would have never known US Mobile existed, honestly. Yeah. Who even uses US Mobile? I don't think anybody does. They can't have that many customers. There's no way. Okay, Bobby's comment. Yeah. So Bobby, when I ported out, I actually ported out twice. Because the first time I got the iPhone SE, the most recent one, the 2022 or whatever they call it. And okay, let me tell you my whole experience with AT&T. When the iPhone SE, the 2022 one, came out, I got it and financed it, didn't get no special deal. And I had I can't think of the plan. Let me go find it. Let me see. It's hard to find. It's not one of these plans. It is, what is the name of that plan? It's like $50 a month. It has unlimited data, 5G and everything, just no hotspot or anything. Like it's like unlimited starter without hotspot. I can't think of the name of it. You can't find it easily because they hide it. I'm trying to think where they hide it, because they also hide it with their like crappy 4 GB plan. Oh, more plans. Okay. Value Plus, that's what it was called. Value Plus. That's what I had when I first got AT&T postpaid. I got the iPhone 14 Pro when it came out. Traded in an iPhone 11, so I got $800 off. Paid like $3-4 a month for the phone. If you have more than one line on AT&T, do not cancel any lines until 90 days have passed. If you do that and you trade it in a phone, they cancel your credits. You don't get the phone back. You're SOL. It's exactly what happened to me. I was on an iPhone 11, didn't get the credits no more. So I will get to how I got off of AT&T. Because I had AT&T up until like November of last year. I went to T-Mobile. You ever seen those commercials that T-Mobile says like, switch to T-Mobile and we'll, give you $650 to pay off your phone? Did that. I have the Affirm card. So I paid off my AT&T phone with my Affirm card. Got a plan, so I could pay it off. I sent in to T-Mobile when I switched over. I'm currently on whatever their cheapest plan is, Essentials, I think. First time didn't work. Second time did. That I put in the refund request, and they gave me $640 something is what I owed on the phone. So I used it, paid back Affirm what I asked them to give me to pay off my AT&T phone. I had to put in like an extra $30-40 because they charged me a little bit interest on the plan. I was done with AT&T, and basically T-Mobile paid my phone $650 off. I still have them. Maybe not for too much longer, T-Mobile postpaid, but yeah, not a business account. It's not like the business account I used to have. This is just regular postpaid T-Mobile. But shoot, they paid off my phone basically like $600 something. I'm not complaining. If you guys want to get this, I would definitely look into it because it's worth it. I will say when you get this deal, make sure you include a bill that shows how much you owe the phone, like a PDF, if you don't get physical bills, because I think that's part of the reason why I didn't get the refund the first time. So if you know how to do this, do it. If you don't know how to do it, don't do it. It's basically what I'm saying. And I'm not trying to scam the company. I'm just saying they only say you have to keep them for 30 days. After that 30 days, you can go anywhere as far as I'm concerned. All right, let me get to some of these comments. All right, let's see. Oh, Gene, thank you for bringing that up. I wanted to talk about Boost Infinite. I got a story for you on Boost Infinite. I feel like that's all I'm doing tonight is just storytelling, but that is a very good point. Let me see some of these other comments, and then I'm gonna come back to that. Well, I mean that's good they did. Are you taking your 14 Pro Max to Spectrum? Are you getting a trade-in deal? Like what you got going on there? Because I never had any issues financing phones with Spectrum Mobile, but I will say I like Visible because they have I like Visible because they're just like Verizon. They unlock it after 60 days. Spectrum won't unlock your phone unless you pay it off. It's going to be locked the entire time. But you come from AT&T. AT&T is the same way. They won't unlock your phone until you pay it off. So it's not like you're really losing anything there. Whoa. Wait a minute. Let me. Gene, you have a 13 mini. It's on Boost Infinite with a rainbow sim. I actually find that very surprising. Turn in for 15 Pro Max. What color 15 Pro Max did you get? What storage option? See, I had the 12 Pro Max, the 13 Pro Max. I want to say it was a downgrade, but I went to the regular 15 Pro because I can't do the Pro Max anymore. So I got natural titanium 256. You got blue 256. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. I thought, man, you got. I was gonna say that's crazy. You got a rainbow sim on a 13 mini. I didn't even think they did rainbow sims on the 13 series, but I understand what you're saying now. Blue 256. See, Bobby, listen. Blue's my favorite color. I was going to get the blue iPhone 15 Pro. I only worried that because of the way they polished the titanium, that the coating was going to wear off. It was going to chip very easy and show the color underneath. So I went with the natural instead of the blue. I do like the blue. I had the Pacific Blue 12 Pro Max, and I had the Sierra Blue 13 Pro Max. So I definitely would have got the blue 15 Pro. I didn't think it was going to hold up, to be honest. Boost Infinite. I want to talk about Boost Infinite. Excuse me. I will start webcam here because I want to show you something. Once I switch Sims here real quick, I got to turn off my Mint Mobile and turn on my Boost Infinite. Alright. Well, they definitely updated the website. Oh. I had that light purple 12 mini. Man, I'm telling you what, Gene. The purple iPhone 12, one of the best iPhone colors ever. Actually, you know what? Let me do something real quick. I got more money than I got cents right now because I bought. Let me just screen share. Let me go here. Let me put me up. I guess I gotta start the camera. Okay, let me do with it. Oh, I'm watching the live stream on it. I had the Sierra Blue 13 Pro Max. I sold it recently. I bought a regular 13 Pro Sierra Blue. But here's the thing. I went on eBay. Let me pull back up. Well, let me pull up this so I don't show any personal information on eBay. I have a problem on eBay right now. I'm going to make a whole video about. I don't want to get too much into it on this live stream, but I'm going to make a whole video about eBay because they are trying to scam me right now. So be ready for that video coming in the next week. My eBay. Where am I going? Purchase history. Okay. Seeing if I could see. I want to look at like the order, but not show order number and stuff. I'm going to tell you guys right now the best iPhone color is the Alpine green. I'm going to say it right now because, all right, I can share the screen now. I bought this Alpine green iPhone 13 Pro, 256 gigs, for $350, and I can't go to the original listing. So, like, here's some green iPhone 13 Pros here at the bottom. I'm telling you, green iPhone 13 Pro, best color they ever came out with, and the green 11 Pro. They got 2-day shipping, Bobby, so I would assume you probably get Monday. I think they send it through UPS, I think is how I got mine. No, FedEx. One of the two. You gotta be there to sign for it, at least I was when I ordered my iPhones. Yeah, good point, Gene. I was going to bring that up, but then I got sidetracked with your comment about the purple iPhone 12, which is a great color. Green iPhone, I think, is the goated color, if you ask me. Let me see your comment. I can't read it. Yeah. What? Well, I hope that when they get your I hope that when you get your new iPhone that it will have your number. They'll have your number ported out over to Spectrum by then, because I'm sure you definitely need your number. Actually, one thing, and then we'll go ahead and talk about Boost Infinite real quick. I bought this at the end of last year. I found a yellow iPhone 14 that was on sale on eBay for $200. $200 I paid for this. It's a Verizon model. So I got Verizon prepaid on it. Waiting for it to get unlocked. That's another good color iPhone. The yellow iPhone 14 and 14 Plus. I was about to say Pro, but they didn't have a yellow 14 Pro. Excuse me. Okay, bring back up. Wow. All I can say is, Bobby, I hope it goes through and you don't have any issues. I had no issues porting out my AT&T numbers either one of the times. They both went quick, so I hope yours goes the same way. Let me pull up. Not that. Okay. You brought up a good point, Gene. They do have infinite access for Galaxy coming when they announce the S24 series. I did see that. The infinite access for iPhone was actually pretty good until after January 2nd, because now they only offer you up to $829.99 off an iPhone 15 series, whether it's the 15 all the way up to the 15 Pro Max. See, before January 2nd, they were offering you up to $1,000, so you could get an iPhone 15 Pro for free. That was a good deal. This new deal sucks. So, I would hope that infinite access for Galaxy, I don't know if it really says much. I would hope that they would give you an S24 Plus for free. And then if you want an S24 Ultra, you'd have to pay like, I don't know, a few dollars. So I think the infinite access for iPhone was a good plan when you could get a free iPhone 15 Pro or 15 or 15 Plus. I think this new Samsung plan is going to be good. I don't know if it's going to be good enough to keep them afloat because Dish overall really sucks as a company, and I don't see them making it in the next few years. See, I was going to get a 15 Pro through I was going to get 15 Pro through Boost Infinite when they had that get $1,000 off, and they checked my credit. You know, I could have got one if I wanted to. I just decided to get it through Visible. Yes, and I don't understand that either, because it said like the purchase date was like, I don't know, early 2023, like April or something, and it's Verizon locked. It works on Verizon. I have a Verizon. I have Verizon prepaid on it. Low screen brightness. You can see it says Verizon on there. So I don't know, but I'm pretty much almost. I think my billing cycle is on the 9th. So I'm almost first month in. You know, keep it for the second month, and hopefully it'll unlock after 60 days. Don't see why it wouldn't. I mean, it's a good deal. I mean, it's got like one. I don't know if you can really see it. It's got like one hairline crack up in the top here where it says where it's got the LTE icon, because I haven't been picking up 5G for some reason with Verizon at my house. It's got like a small hairline crack. I can't really get it on camera, but it's just like right there. It's just one. Ain't that bad. No, it is not unlocked. That's why I'm hoping after my second month on Verizon prepaid, it will be unlocked. See, it says carrier locked. So I will let you know about halfway through next month if it got unlocked or not. To answer your question. Well, I think I talked about everything I pretty much needed to. I did not expect to be on here for an hour. Not that I had a problem. I had a great time. thanks everybody who stopped by. Gene, Bobby, who else was here? Caesar, Ohio Rail fan. B-Bear was in here at the beginning. Vegas Raiders. Thank y'all for watching and commenting. It was a good chat. Good to let you know about different things. Caesar, I want to see a video on that because I'm not kidding you, I think you might be the only person in existence that I've ever known that's had total wireless. I have never known anybody that's had total wireless. I know people that's got track phone and straight talk, but never total wireless. So I'd like to see your unboxing on that. And yeah, I'd like to see how total wireless does. But anyway, guys, I'm out. It's 10 o'clock. I know it's the weekend, but I'm still tired anyway. So thank you guys for watching, commenting, hanging out with me. I'll see you guys in the next one.